Hello everybody, this is Sonia and welcome to my channel. I'm in Australia and Karen and I are doing a challenge thing where she's going to send me a little something and she wants me to turn it into something else that we can use in our journals. Now, if you go over to her channel, which I'm going to put down the bottom, you will see the rules, you know, because at the end of this series, which will probably only go, probably the first part will only go for a few months, we'll just see, and then there'll be a draw and the person will win the stuff I made, because I'm going to send it back to her and she's going to send it out to somebody. Okay, this is sort of going to help, I think, us and you in a way where we'll be able to show you, well, I'll be showing you how to make things out of what you pick up in different shops and what have you, or things that you've been gifted. Just going to show you how to make different things for your journal out of whatever's in here. I know what's in here today because she showed the video, but from now on she's not going to show me and it's going to be a surprise for me. So we just thought we'd start off with this one first. Now Karen lives near me and we can meet up the street and swap parcels, so that's good. You know, so we don't have to worry about postage, which is a good thing. But so we can do this. And anyway, I'm enjoying that other challenge that I did, and I really think I'm going to enjoy doing this too. It's really exciting. So I've got to come up with a few bits to make out of this little book. Okay, so I'm just going to unwrap him now. And so Karen is Karen Munro on YouTube. That's her address, but I will YouTube channel, but I will put the link anyway down below so you can go and have a look at her channel and subscribe to her and to me if you want to be in this. You have to be a subscriber, and I think you have to comment and like each one of these to be in the draw to win the end results. Alright, this is really cool, isn't it? I do love the little bee book. That's in the little bee book, yes, when she showed it. Isn't this neat? Somebody else has owned this previously and has written in it, and it was in 1990. Okay, so that's their thing. I'll just leave that there. Okay, so now I've got little pages to work with, I can see. Look at that, isn't this nice? Look at this. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to actually make the thing today too, whatever it is. I'm going to do it now and show you how to go about it. Look at all the bees. Isn't this awesome? Dear little bee book. Thank you, Karen. This is absolutely great. She said to me, she's got some really good ideas, so I think, you know, might be getting a little bit harder. I think she might be being a little bit easy on me today, you know, because, well, I hope I can achieve this without causing too much trouble, myself too much. Anyway, just looking to decide what to use, and these big ones might be a little bit too big, them fellas there, but I'm actually going to make something and then decorate it with the bees. Okay, so might just take this part out of the centre. These pliers are not going to be very helpful to me, are they? If I just look at this clock over here and see what time I'm starting, it's 20 past 10. So if I haven't finished by 11 o'clock, I should be moving myself along, eh? I should move myself along if I haven't finished it. Now there's so many little pictures in this. Like I said, because I seen it last night, I had a bit of an idea about what I can do with it. I have an idea what I can make with them, so after this I imagine it's going to not be so easy. Now I'm going to put these so I don't tread on them in the bin, which I have just got my husband to take out. Okay. I'll have to put them in. Oh, there's a container there. We'll sit them in there. There's be nothing worse than running that through your foot, would it? So that's the cover, and that's really neat. But I probably won't be using that just yet. There's some little paper there. I want to use as much of this as what I can, because, you know, that will make for a more productive thing. See, these pages too, you know, you can put that in your journal like this. You know, if you're making a journal, you get your pages out like that, and then they can go into the journal. It's got a bit of writing there about the bookshop that it came from, so I'll just sit that there. Because that other piece has writing of people's names on it. This was must have been published in 1989. All these little bees. So I'd like to get a flower off there to start with as well. And I don't know which one to well, I'll work this out really fast. I haven't got time to be picky, have I? Well, I don't know. Maybe I do. I do love the yellow ones. These here. Got things all stuck to this. I suppose if I can't get it all done this time, I can come back on here and show you a bit later on, do a bit more, can't I? She's given me a couple of weeks to do it, I think, so that's good. That's good. A couple of weeks. I'm going to not leave anything around the edge of this. I want to cut the whole lot of it out, like, not use these little ones. I want to fussy cut it right to the edge. Sometimes people just leave the little white bit on the edge of it, but I didn't want to do that, because when you're fussy cutting, you have to move your paper, not your scissors. You know what I mean? Guide your paper under your scissors. That's what you need to do. I don't know if I'm going to worry about the bottom bit too much here, because I don't know if I'm going to keep that bit. We'll see what happens. But it's good to have a few bits ready to see what you're going to do, where you're going to put them, alright? Sorry about all this. I realised the other day I watched that video, I did a lot of puffing or something, breathing heavy or whatever. It's not good. I'll do it again, look at that. But I guess it's just comfort, something else. Something like such. I don't want that bit sitting out there. I can tell that I don't need that bit sitting out there. Now you're probably really getting bored with this fussy cutting thing, but just give me a chance to do one and then I won't bother you with any more, okay? I'll once we get something started, we should be right. Now, we've got that nice little piece. It's not going to be easy to do a bee. Oops. You've got to check both sides, but there was nothing really that... I wonder if a bee's going to fit in there, make a circle out of one bloke. We'll see how we go. Hang on a second. I have to cut that back closer. Seems these ones are... Oh, there's more on this side. But I need one that's going to have a circle around him. Okay? Well, we've got lots of bees in here, so we don't have to be panicking about saving the odd one or two, do we? Well, we do have to save the bees. Is it going to fit in there? Maybe it's not. Maybe if I cut it closer. I hope that's not too close there. Maybe I've gone too far now, Sonia, or too close. Okay. Now if I put it over here, press it down. Do you think I've got one? I did. This is alright. It's a bit... Oh, now I've got everything stuck underneath this. Brilliant. Okay, I'll try another one anyway, just because I might like another one. Be in a circle. No, just keep that one for the time being, because I might use him on something. I'm sure I will. Oh, look at these ones, aren't these gorgeous? Right. Anyway, let's make something to do to put them onto, because these are mostly going to be for decorating, of course, unless I've got something here that I can use in what I'm doing. The page is blank. Okay, we can use this page then in what I'm going to do. And I'm going to put some nice green. Get some green cardstock. Look how brilliant that looks on there. Doesn't that look good? So I'm going to, I think I'm allowed to add things, aren't I? You don't just have to use them. Do I really? I don't think so. Not going to worry about that today. If she tells me there's a different rule, I'll have to. Now I want to make sure that this is going to fit in a book and has to, like, in a journal, so people can use it as a... Why does it always look like it's crooked to me? I'm sure ever since I got these glasses they look like everything's crooked, and it isn't. Look at that, it's the same. Okay, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, not quite 5 inches wide. Do I need it to be, is that too big? Maybe not. And then the bottom, the length of it can be probably 7 maybe inches. Okay, so that's the back bit of what I want to do. Then I'm going to use, where's that white piece I had? Well, that just went by the way, so it's got to be used somewhere. Here it is. So on that bit for the I'm going to use this piece to go as my oops, cut it off there so you don't leave it. I'm cutting this down to 4 inches by 5, but I suppose whatever you, that's not 5 inches, that must be 4 by 4. Whatever you're using, you need to have, oh, where's my bone folder thing? You need to do it to your own measurements, you see, because you might not have the same thing. But I suppose for this part, you can do the same as what I'm doing here. So you have a back part, back piece that this will be stuck into your journal here, okay? And then you've got this bit here that comes out across it, like so. So I'm going to stick that down, get going while we're going. I might do it with a glue stick, so we won't be here till tomorrow. Okay, and then I'm going to stick this down with a glue stick and save me wiping the board every 2 seconds. I need to get a piece of paper stuff to put under that. Paper stuff. Oh dear, come on, I must have a piece of lined paper or something. I might use a bit of cardboard for the minute. So I'll put this down like this on here. Now, I seen one of these made the other day, so I'm hoping mine works. So this is going to be on the back, that bit stuck to the back, okay? So I've got that piece. Now, I need to move it up a tiny bit. It's hanging over the bottom. I don't want to have to start trimming off. So if I put this, push that down really good. And I don't know what I've got on it, but trust me to have something on it, unless of course it might have been a little bit of something. So, could be me, I don't know, that doesn't seem mucky. But you never know, do you? something's mucky or not. Now I want under here, I want to put something else. In this bit. Now I'm thinking this might be a tiny bit wide. I'm thinking I might have cut that back just that far. Okay, so before we go any further, we're going to cut that back a bit. I suppose I can tell you where I've seen it because I don't want to embarrass the poor woman, because if I make a mess of it. Well, Amy, who is Aljon, she is doing this in one of the episodes of her file folder thing that she's making. Actually, it's not a file folder, it's a lap thing. Yeah. I'll leave the link to her what's the name in the description below to her channel. Now, if I pick out a nice piece of, I haven't finished yet either. Let's do the structure first, eh? Let's make the structure first. Now, on the back piece of this, I can use this piece for a tag, okay? So, or a tuck thing. Let me see what I can do with it. I can use this bit for a tag or a pocket. Or something to go in there. Oops, I've got to get that over there so it's not in the... Hope you can see what I'm doing. I was going to cut his name off there. I know that's not, you know, but we don't know to sort of need that on there really. I'm going to make sure this piece comes off first too now. It's only skinny, but you know, what are you going to do? You might only need it to be that size. Anyhow, we'll see what we're going to do with it. We're cutting up the little book. So this part here we can use as a backing for a tag. And I'm going to be putting that, oh well, in here maybe. Maybe that's going to be a tuck spot, but then that's very, very stiff for a tuck thing. I don't know, I suppose I could do it for a pocket. It'll work, won't it? Let me see. I think it will. Wait a minute, we've got that crooked too. Look here, we're just chopping up squares. won't be like that in a minute, I hope. Right, so we've got a piece for under here. And I want to put that up there and across here a bit. Just for looking at sake. Maybe I'll use this one because he's already covered and he's there and he's covered up nicely. Where have I got a corner thing? I did have yesterday, didn't I? It's here somewhere. Here it is. Okay, I've got a little bit of time. I might be able to make this. Get that off. That off, that bit, and that bit. Right, now that'd be a good tag, wouldn't it? So I need to cover the back of this where people's got writing on it. And I will put maybe a piece of lined paper behind that. You still see the writing. Oh, dear me. That doesn't really matter, I suppose. Does it? Somebody tell me what they think about the thickness of it, Sonia. Just go with it and get it done so we don't be fiddling about here. Sorry, I'm putting the child got this from the Sunday school, and there's nothing wrong with having that written on the back of there, is there? And just I've just done that. The line's going the wrong way. It's all right. I buy these writing pads, and they've actually got a squish that out in there really good. They've actually got a tinge to them. They're not actually white because look, see, that's white, and they're really good and handy for this sort of thing, for your journals, because I like lines. A lot of people like the what's the name? They like the plain paper, you know, the tea dyed and coffee dyed one, but and I do too. I like it, but I just, you know, feel like I want to do this today with the little lines on it, like so. Righto. Feels a bit sticky to me, that does now. Because I put glue everywhere, haven't I? That's why. It'll dry off, and this is pretty shiny, this outside bit, so that's not too bad. I don't mind that looking a bit shiny. It's fine. It can look shiny if it wants to. There's a dry thing. I don't know about that. This one's not bad. If you leave your wet wipes here in the dry, when you're finished, they will dry out, okay? and then you can use use them to dry with then, because I do have a tendency to do that. Now I don't know if I want that in there yet or not, because I need to put I need another piece that I'm going to put down here, okay? And I want to cover this. Got a little bit to do. A little story on that, I don't know whether... Okay, Benjamin B. Right. Do we want to add something more to that first? I think I might put something on there first. Something. Oh dear. Text paper. Bit of writing on that. I don't know, let's have a see. I might tear this bit out. This has got nothing to do with bees, now has it? Shall we use the paper off the bee book? It's about Benjamin B. It is. And we're going to tear this out here. I should have put some take a bit off either the top and the bottom, Sonia. So this has to work because I've only got one book. You know, you can do a tutorial on something, right? And then if it's no good, you can do another one, you know, and get it right next time, maybe, if you want to. But I can't do that today because I don't do that very often at all, because I've got to worry too much about the background on that, because it's all going to be glued into your journal anyway. That looks pretty cool. Oops, there's that upside down thing. Okay, now, what do I want to put on there? One little bee here. There's one little bee, look. Okay, I've got some stamps, and I want to put some you know, more decoration on that. More decoration. Must have been somebody at the door. Could have been my daughter. Maybe. Could be somebody else. Completely different. I wonder what this one's doing. He's looking behind himself. Look, isn't he cool though? Isn't he cool? Yeah, he sure is. So this will make, I've got a tiny, I'm going to leave a tiny edge on this because I want you to see the fluffiness of him. And then I can just put some, oh yeah, stuff stuck to my scissors. Let's see what I'm doing here. Come on. And he's got feelers. Oh, how am I going to keep his feelers? I will. I've got to keep the feelers. I'll cut out the feelers. Nobody panic. I'm going to cut out these feelers. This is going to be a little bit wider than what feelers would normally be. Haha, be. Sorry. Oh dear. People, I do... Nobody's ever said to me, Sonya, have you been drinking or have you taken some? I never do, okay? I don't ever drink and I don't ever take anything. I can laugh about stuff because I feel... I don't know. I'm a happy person, I guess, to a degree. My children wouldn't say that because if I did say anything that wasn't funny to them but other people or myself, I got frowned upon. I was deemed as being silly, but I don't know. Never mind. Very rarely does I get any laughs from my kid and my husband sometimes. I don't think my daughters think I'm funny. You know, not funny. I don't pretend to be funny. I'm just me. That's how I am. Now he's looking behind him. He looks a bit deformed too, doesn't he? Really, poor little thing. But he's not. So let's not be like that. Don't judge him. Okay, we'll get another one off here. Now, of course, we're going to be able to use these in other things as well, you know. I'll bring the flour off here. We're going to be able to, we've got plenty left over to make lots more. I haven't finished though yet. I'm going to, hopefully I can get it done, otherwise I'm going to have to just switch it off and just I'll keep working on him because I'll finish it today, but I do not want it to run over so we miss out on the end part, you know. But I don't want to rush it either and muck it up because that's not a good idea. I'm going to do my best to show you different things that you can learn and do. Or just watch just for something to look at, I guess. Now I like that too. I'm enjoying that there. That's cool. Now, I know what I'm going to do with that bit. I've just got need another little bit of something on here. So he's probably looking back behind him to see that he's gone flying past that nice piece there, you see. And what else would be part of the story? Is that thin piece? And that's a heavier bit of the other part of the book. I've got here now. I'll cut these ones out. Oh, these are heavier bits. Righto. Now the picture here. Okay, so there's a grub there on that flower. And this one here is really cool too. Should I? Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Now I've got myself all confused here. So what are you going to do next? I think I'll put another flower on here. This one here is nice. Very flowery. Floral is probably the word you're looking for, Sonya. It's a floral, dear little floral piece. I like fussy cutting. And hubby vacuums the floor. I try real hard when I'm out there. He doesn't do mine because I wouldn't expect him to come in here and do this. I try really hard not to put me on the floor, and it's a fussy cutting. So I said to him today, I probably need one of them big aprons with a pocket in the bottom so I can open it and sit on the chair, and then if I fussy cut and it falls in there, it won't go on the floor. He didn't say nothing about it, he just, you know, probably thought, well, maybe she's right, I don't know. Anyhow, yeah, so, because I didn't want to put, you know, paper all over the floor straight away after he's done the vacuum, and it just doesn't seem nice, does it, to do that to him. B can be up higher. Okay, right, now I'm just sort of, I'm looking at that, okay, because I want to put something in the background here, behind this part here. So we're going to have a pocket, we need a pocket. It's very busy, isn't it, that bit? Very busy. Well, bees are very busy little people, aren't they? They keep the world going. Little blokes, they do. They keep the world going. Oh, you know what? This is going to be handy. I can use these lines here and my ruler to bend this up, because then I can make a pocket. Because usually if you do it straight, it's not easy to stick stuff in, is it? So I want to put that on there so I can just get the edge of that. I just got the edge of that there, and I'll turn this over this way. I'm just getting that white bit, just because if I take that off, I'll lose the little bee's bottom on the other side. I'll do that. And go there like so. And this piece here, I'll bend that up like that. You know what? My brain was just going to tell me to cut that off with the scissors. Why? It's only pay attention to what you're doing. You don't want to cut it off. You want it just bent up. Okay. So we're bending that up there, and that's going to be pocket part for the bottom part. Okay, so I might bring that down a tiny bit, cut these bits out. I'll take that off there, and I'll show you the other way, this way, instead of turning it over. Cut that off there. This one I might have a bit too much white along there, but we're not going to worry about that today, because, you know, it's not going to be an issue. I want to cut that straight, I do. I need that to be an issue. I want to cut it straight. I hope what I do here people will like. I mean, if you don't want to get it, people mightn't like the winners, you see. But it'd be nice, wouldn't it, if you did? You'd have all these embellishments for your journals then. Straight? No, it is not. It's a bit out. It's a bit out. It's a bit hard to do this when I've folded that all over. I do not want to end up with nothing, please. Oh well. Okay, so I was lucky that I had them little guidelines to go by. These little parts here. A bit up there. I'm going to cut this off so you can't see that when I glue it on. And that, any extra you can just take off, you see. That's how that works. Now, and this piece too can go. This piece here can go. Right. I guess I'll use this. Hope it works. I'm going to cut the little bee's head off. Oh, please don't judge me. Oh dear. No, I'm not going to do that. I'll put something on it. You can see that that's a tag thing, can't we? You know, we really can. A pocket, I should say. Now, you don't have to do this the way I'm doing it. You can go and look and see what Amy did. She made a really nice one that put in her book. But I'm going to show you anyway how to do them. If you've got these extra bits around the side, then you can stick them down without, and it makes your little pocket a little bit more open. Now I'll try and see if I can't I can. I'm gonna have to just, you'll have to give me a second while I line this up across this paper so it's straight enough. And it doesn't look silly. Oh dear, I've got to work out how far that's got to come out of there. Just a tiny bit. I'll show you what I've done in a minute when I get it. Oh dear, didn't do it very straight. Just a tiny bit down this way. Yeah, right. That still doesn't look good. Well, it does, but it's not not as straight as I would like it to be. So, if I can't get it to go better, I'm going to put something on there. Give me something. I should have done around this, shouldn't I? Oh dear. I don't know if it might be the glue that makes me cough. It shouldn't be, but as soon as I come in here I start choking and coughing and carrying on, something frightful. I want to just put the brown on where the white is there. Dull it down a little tiny bit. Now, I'm not going to trust that that's going to stick back down, so I'm going to use this other glue. I might have a mouthful of drink while I'm shaking the bottle. Come on, he's whistling at me. Please. I try not to go too close to the edges so the glue won't all poke out, like all stick out and bust out the sides. Now I've got to get this back in the same place, otherwise I'm going to have glue everywhere. Okay. Now that's a good pocket. I think that's a good pocket. Comes over the side there, and that's okay because that's what I wanted to do. And I need to find something to put across the top of there. And I know my work's very bright. Oh, look at that, wouldn't that look good? If I cut that though, that'll wreck that, won't it? It might not. Might be just a good bit of trim for me bee. I do love colours. Oh, isn't that pretty? Chopping up my... Well, I don't know what it's made out of, but it isn't fraying that bad, so that's good. It's a bit of a zipper that I've got there. Not extremely straight, but, you know. In this straight business, I'm terrible at it, aren't I? And then we can see that there's a little pockety thing there, can't we? I'll put this on first before I cut it off. I was gifted a few things not long ago, and that tape, you know, the double-sided sticky tape. Now I know the lady had made this thing a long time ago, but all the double-sided sticky tape had come unstuck. So maybe it was just the type that they had back then, or whatever. Might come unstuck. Then over there to the end. It's over there to that end. You'd have been hoping I'd put all that across. Look at that. It was just all that little yellow bits off there. But I wanted to put this on. I think that looks really cool. And I hope it doesn't fray, because then that'll be sad, won't it, if we muck it all up. It frays everywhere. Hope there's none under that. A bit of glue under there would be a good idea. Right. Come on. Now, I know that I'm not quite sure about that because I'm worried that it might fray, so I'm thinking I might put something else along there as well. But we might just leave it for a little minute because that's got to dry and I don't want to muck that up. Now I've got to put the top bit in, so I think I might make that out of another piece of this green. I want a flip thing up there, okay. Where's the cutting thing? Right, I've got another few minutes before I have to switch it off and then do another one. Then keep going with it, okay? Right, now I'm going to put that there. So this is just nothing particular. It's not going to be exactly like the one Amy did yet, because I haven't learnt yet how to do certain parts that she did on hers. She actually made a pocket in the top of this one that she put up here, so and I can't see myself doing that time being. I don't know if I can do it or not. I probably can, but I don't know, sometimes we get a bit not too sure about ourselves, don't we? Now, should I put that on there? That looks really cool. Karen gave me that one too, I think. Somebody gifted me that. I have got some out in the lounge room that I probably would have rather used, but I'm in here now, so I can't do that, can I? I've got some mushy rooms. I suppose this is more into what suiting it better, isn't it? What we'd like. I might try that, eh? Might try that and see what that looks like. Okay, so that's not going to go back out with the lid sitting there. Right. I did it. Nobody panic. I got it in there. Nobody panic. But so before we put anything on this, so Amy made this into a pocket by putting the slit part across there. Well, I haven't figured that out today, and I don't want to be too much fussing around with it, so I'm going to go and I'm going to turn this off, and I'm going to turn it back on and we'll keep going, okay? So I'll be back in a minute. I'll talk to you in a second. Bye-bye.